Hello and welcome to another video of Circuit Digest. In this video, we'll be showing you how you can build yourself this cool little constant current, constant voltage based power supply, which has an output voltage of 12.6 volt and an output current of 1.3 amp. Along this video, we'll be sharing how the complete circuit works, and in the end, we'll be sharing all the design files along with it. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, the whole schematic diagram of the PCB is given over here. I'll go through the schematic diagram and explain how it works. Along with that, I'll also be mentioning which component is placed where in the PCB right here. But before we go there, let's discuss why we need another power supply PCB, because in our previous videos we have also made this 12 volt 15 watt power supply along with 3.3 volt and 5 volt power supply and many more. But what this power supplies lack was a constant current feature. So a constant current feature is very helpful when you need to charge your battery, drive some LEDs and that. So for that reason, we want to build this cool little Viper22A based constant current, constant voltage power supply. So for just a quick brief, so this portion of the circuit only is responsible for the constant current. You can copy only this portion of the circuit and you can put it in any other circuit and this should work just fine. So let me go through the circuit and explain how this circuit works. Now as you can see, we have our secondary portion or secondary side or low voltage side of the power supply right here. The first thing in the low voltage side is this SR360 Schottky diode, which is over here right here. So this is a 3 amp rated diode. For high frequencies we have to use a low dropout diode like this, and after that we have this 1000 microfarad 16 volt capacitor. I have by mistake it's written 100 microfarad, but it's a 1000 microfarad one. So this is the 1000 microfarad capacitor. I don't know if you're able to see it or not. Then we have this inductor over here. So this is a custom inductor and you have to build it, or you have to order a manufacturer to build it for you, otherwise you won't be able to get this inductor. And this is a very important part of the circuit because this is a part of the pi filter that we are using to remove all the noise from the output of the power supply. Next, after that, this is the 100 microfarad capacitor for our pi filter, which is right over here. And after that, we'll get our pure smooth DC output in this portion of the circuit. Now from here we have our shunt regulator over here. As you can see, this is the shunt regulator, and every SMPS circuit should have one, because this is what generates the reference voltage, and through this reference we make the output voltage constant. So what's happening right here, this circuit is generating 2.5 volt, and this 2.5 volt is getting compared with this op amp. Now to measure the output voltage or to sense the output voltage, we are using this 9.1k and 2.2k R7 and R5 base resistor divider. And what happens if this voltage here goes above 12.6 volt, the voltage here will be greater than 2.5 volt. So now the op amp turns on, and this indicates that now the op amp turns on, and this LED also turns on, indicating that this circuit is in now constant voltage mode. Now what happens, this optocoupler LED also turns on and it controls the feedback pin. Now when this optocoupler controls the feedback pin, the switching stops, or the switching frequency gets reduced, and the output here gets stable. Now when the voltage is low, the op amp turns low, the output of the op amp turns low, and the feedback gets cut off, and the switching frequency increases, and the cycle repeats over and over again until the output voltage is not stable over here. So this is what happens in This is also what happens in the constant current section. This op amp controls right over here. This op amp controls the constant current portion of the circuit. Now what happens is we are sensing the voltage drop across this resistor, this shunt resistor, which we have built with three by paralleling three 1 ohms resistors, which you can see right over here, these three resistors. Now what happens when a heavy load is attached in here, what happens, this output gets high, this LED turns on indicating that it's in now constant current mode. Again the optocoupler turns on, it controls the feedback pin, and the voltage here gets reduced. Now when the voltage gets reduced, also the current flowing through the circuit reduce, and this is how we are able to control the constant voltage and constant current aspect of the circuit with this configuration. And now I have touched the groundwork of how the circuit works. So if you want a detailed explanation, check out the link in the description, which redirect you to our blog, where we have mentioned all the details of the working of this circuit. So before I go, let me tell you one or two things about this circuit. So if you want to like adjust the output current or set the output current, what you can do is you can remove this 4.7k resistor, and you can add a potentiometer. That way you will be able to adjust the output current of this power supply. Similarly, if you remove this 9.1 resistor and add a potentiometer, you will able to adjust the output voltage of the supply. So that's all there is for the circuit, and let's see how the circuit works in a load condition. Now you can see our test setup over here. To measure the voltage, we have a voltmeter, and to measure the current, we have our clamp meter set to current mode. So you can see, so we have our clamp meter over here. So for the load, we are using two 10 ohms resistor as parallel, as you can see, and right now the SMPS circuit is powered on, and you can also see the green LED is blinking or flickering. This is because right now, to maintain the 12.7 volt output voltage, the IC needs to switch in very low frequencies, so that is why you can see that flickering effect. But as I attach the load, and you can see the flickering or of the green LED, or the green LED will completely turn off, and the red LED will turn on, indicating that the circuit is in constant current mode, not in constant voltage mode. And you will also observe that the voltage goes down way below 12.7 volt to maintain that constant voltage. So let me just attach the load and see what happens. The moment I attach the load, the circuits turn to constant voltage mode, and you can also see the current is dropping over here because the resistors are heating up, and that increases the resistance, so the current flowing through it drops substantially. But at the start, you saw that the voltage was the current was 1.1 amps. So that is for the test of this circuit, and I hope you like the video. And if you have any questions regarding the article, do check out the link comment down below. Thank you.